The London morning air was tinged with anticipation, as if the city itself knew it was about to host a moment destined for the pop culture annals. On an ordinary stretch of Mayfair sidewalk, two of the world's most watched figures, music icon Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs superstar Travis Kelce, walked hand in hand, their summer looks as breezy as their easy laughter. Even in a city accustomed to the famous and fabulous, their presence sent ripples through the crowd. It wasn't just their status that drew gazes, but the electric, natural harmony between them. Taylor's sky blue sundress fluttered softly in the breeze, square neckline framing her sun-kissed collarbones, the pleated skirt dancing around her legs. Her hair, pulled back in a ponytail, revealed delicate gold hoops that glinted with every smile. She looked at once relaxed and radiant, her style a masterclass in understated glamour. The white block-heeled sandals and minimalist crossbody bag she chose seemed to float above the pavement, making each step a gentle statement. Travis, never one to shrink beside the world's biggest pop star, matched her mood with sartorial savvy. His heather gray performance t-shirt hugged his frame, tucked into crisp white shorts that suggested a man as ready for a seaside holiday as a London lunch date. A white snapback cap and low-profile sneakers completed the look. Together, they looked like the embodiment of summer, the kind of couple who could make any city their playground. As they strolled, the city seemed to part around them. A barista at a corner cafe craned her neck for a better look as Taylor paused to say hello, her warmth as disarming as her fame. Travis, ever the gentleman, offered a steadying hand as they stepped over a small curb. There was something unhurried about them, an ease that suggested, for a few hours, the world could wait. Inside Soho's renowned Erie restaurant, they slipped into a private corner booth. The lighting was soft, the chatter low, and for an hour, they were simply two people sharing stories, laughter, and the kind of inside jokes only the closest couples share. The menu was a celebration of summer, heirloom tomatoes, grilled peaches, fresh burrata, and their conversation was as sparkling as the rose in their glasses. Then, a familiar face appeared. Cara Delevingne, supermodel and longtime Swift confidant, glided in, her white linen jumpsuit catching the light. She joined them, and the table buzzed with the energy of old friends reunited in a city that always seems to promise something new. The three spent hours sampling small plates, raising glasses, and blending in, if only for a moment, with the happy hum of a London lunch crowd. The eyewitnesses nearby were charmed. There was no spectacle, no manufactured drama, just three friends basking in a rare, sunlit pause in their whirlwind lives. But the city's pulse quickened again as word spread. Taylor and Travis weren't in London just to sample the best of Soho tomorrow. They'd be VIP guests at the 2025 British Grand Prix at Silverstone, the legendary race where speed and style collide. Taylor, it was rumored, would be cheering from a private paddock-side suite as Travis joined the Alpine F1 team's inner circle, trading his gridiron grit for the rush of the racetrack. For Swifties and sports fans alike, the prospect was irresistible. Could Taylor's pit lane style top her Mayfair moment? Would Travis, helmet off and headset on, bring his signature energy to the high-octane world of Formula One? Insiders whispered about Taylor's plans for a show-stopping look, possibly inspired by the light, playful palette she wore today. Travis, for his part, was already talking strategy with team insiders, his competitive fire undimmed by the change of arena. Their presence at Silverstone would be more than just celebrity spectacle. For Travis, it marked a return to the city where, months earlier, he'd stunned the world by joining Taylor on stage during the European leg of her record-shattering ERA's tour. That night, he crossed the boundary between sports and pop culture, becoming not just a supporting player in Taylor's world, but an icon in his own right, one remembered as much for his moves as for the love story that now played out in the world's gaze. Now, as they navigated London's winding streets, it was clear this was a couple at ease with both the spotlight and the silence between moments. Free from the pressures of stadium crowds and stage lights, they reveled in the simple pleasures of a summer day. The taste of chilled wine, the laughter of friends, the effortless matching of steps on a city stroll. Yet, as dusk approached and the city lights flickered to life, the sense of anticipation built once more. Tomorrow wasn't just another race. It was a rare intersection of worlds, music and motorsport, athleticism and artistry. Fans began to speculate. Might Taylor surprise everyone with an impromptu performance at Silverstone? Would Travis, ever the showman, find a new way to steal the scene? One thing was certain: wherever they went, stories followed. There was the young fan who caught a glimpse of Taylor through the restaurant window and burst into happy tears, her friends snapping photos and speculating on social media about what she might wear next. There was the couple who, inspired by Travis and Taylor's visible affection, decided to linger a little longer over their own lunch, hands intertwined across the table. And there was the city itself, abuzz with the magic that comes when icons walk among ordinary people, if only for a moment. As the night drew in, Taylor and Travis slipped away, their day in Mayfair already the stuff of legend. Yet for them, it seemed, the real excitement was yet to come. The Silverstone crowd would be watching closely. Taylor, always a master of reinvention, might appear in a look that nods to classic racing glam, perhaps a silk scarf, a hint of leather, or those signature red lips that have launched 1,000 headlines. Travis, in his element, could bring his locker room charisma to the paddock, offering insights, jokes, or even a little friendly competition for the drivers. Beyond the glamour and the glitz, there was something deeply relatable in their story. Here were two people, each at the top of their fields, finding joy in the ordinary, a meal with friends, a walk in the sunshine, a shared glance that needs no translation. In a world obsessed with spectacle, their quiet moments spoke loudest. And so, as the city settled into evening and fans across the globe refreshed their feeds for the latest updates, London itself seemed to sigh in satisfaction. A pop star and a football hero had made its streets their own, if only for a day, and in doing so had reminded everyone watching that life's most unforgettable moments are often the simplest. The next morning, as the engines revved at Silverstone and the world's eyes turned once again to center stage, Taylor and Travis would step into the bright, roaring future. Whether in the quiet corners of Soho or the thunderous heart of a Grand Prix, they moved together. Two icons, writing a story that promises many more chapters and many more moments that leave us all wanting more. Stay tuned. This is only the beginning.